I'm answering a lot of holding company questions. One of the questions I do get is, what is the difference between a holding company and an LLC? Now, what's the difference between a holding company and an LLC? Well, in terms of the entity structure, there is typically no difference. A holding company is typically structured as an LLC, no different than any other LLC that sells a product or provides a service. So what makes a holding company different from other businesses? What makes it different is how you use it and what the purpose of that LLC is. So when you're setting up a holding company, it's going to be set up typically as an LLC. No different if you're setting up a service-based business or a product-based business. In today's world, it's typically an LLC. What differentiates the holding company is your operating agreement, your articles of organization. You may have some language drafted inside of that. Even when you obtain your EIN number, you may specify in that SS4 form that this LLC is going to be used for the purpose of holding other assets, as opposed to this other LLC is going to be used for landscaping or for shoe shining or for being a car wash or a restaurant. So that industry specification is a part of what differentiates a holding company from other companies. And again, most people, when they got ideas for a business, they don't have an idea just for a holding company. They have an idea to start another company to sell a product or to provide a service. And one of the things that I've been preaching for at least the last 5 years or so is that no matter what type of business you want to buy or business you just want to build, they should all be bought or built under the holding company, which would be your parent company, which would be your legacy company, which would be the company that you manage and run, as it owns these other companies, even if you have to do all the work. This is the way you should be going forward as an entrepreneur. Even if you're a network marketer, you should have a holding company. Even if you're a real estate broker or an insurance broker, or you're a freelancer or an independent contractor, or you're self-employed, you need to have a holding company. It's going to help you in the long run. And all the logistics that are required to operate them are not that much different from the logistics that it takes to operate any LLC. Click the link in my bio. I'll be more than happy to jump on a strategy call to give you more information.